Kane gang, 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 Kane gang. You see him in orange and green? That's Kane gang. You ready for Storm 18? That's Kane gang. Kane gang, 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 Kane gang. You see him in orange and green? That's Kane gang. That's Kane gang. You ready for Storm 18? That's Kane gang. That's Kane gang. That's Kane gang. Rep since a juvenile, I be where they throwing up using crowds. You know how that school get down. Not taking no L's, we ain't losing now. Don't get it confused right now. I represent making these music sounds. They play me when they study in their dorm room. Request me an Uber now. I be screaming Kane gang. Across the world, they be screaming out the same thing. We first to arrive and last to leave. We feeling the sense of capacity. You know I won't change while you asking me. Be throwing this youth to the casket deep. Be all on the field like Sebastian B. Rockin' Kane's well, I'm a fashion freak. Look. I be staying live on pipe down. Ask down life, it's a lifestyle. Ain't like the mother schools, don't confuse us. We the only ones that really throw the you up. But Kane's fam turned up where you find me. Hit hard like I seen it go to Shanti. Try to reach a man D, they remind me. That them Kane's right back in they prime. Kane gang, 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 Kane gang. You see him in orange and green? That's Kane gang. You ready for Storm 18? That's Kane gang. Kane gang, 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 Kane gang. You see him in orange and green? That's Kane gang. That's Kane gang. You ready for Storm 18? That's Kane gang. That's Kane gang. That's Kane gang.
So low, so low, so low, deep. So low, so low, so low, deep.
Hammer gang. How we always hit the nail on the head. So what's going on, my Miami Hurricane fans, man? What's going on? What's going on? Who we got? Who we got? Let me see. Taz Haitian Kane, what's good, my brother? Caned up. Let's go. Orange Green Blood, what's going on, man? What's going on? If you're in the chat, let me know. What's going on, BB? Bob, what's going on, my guy? Hammer gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head, man. So this show is gonna be for the people in the chat, for the people that's watching. This is gonna be your reaction to the game from yesterday. Letting me know how you guys feel about it. You know, how you feeling about the offense, the defense, Reed Lashley's offense, the Eric King quarterback play, and all of that. Stacy, what's going on, man? So I'm gonna run through the stats a little bit, show you guys what basically went down last night. I know most of you guys watched the game. Most of you guys, you know, some of you were impressed. Some of you was just happy to get a win. Some of y'all was like, you know, it's gonna be a tough year. And I mean, I was on the Facebook page, man. Listen. Fans got to stop attacking the players. A lot of the fans on there was screaming that, you know, DJ Ivory was trash and stuff like that. You can't do that, man. You got to understand there's parents, there's future recruits on these Facebook pages, especially when you got almost 50,000 fans on a page. You got parents, you got family members on there and stuff like that. So a lot of the fans going on there during the game calling players trash and stuff like that. That's got to stop, bro. That's got to stop. I understand, you know, some of the players might have messed up on the field, might have didn't, you know, get the job done correctly on some plays and this, that, and the third, but you do not go out and bash them, calling them trash, especially on platforms where their parents and their family can see this, man. That's a disgrace. Anyway, we're going to look at some of these stats. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Everybody could come on, you know, give their feelings and thoughts, they likes, they dislike, they pros, cons, you know, concerns. Let me know, man. What's going on? What's going on, Taz Haitian Kane? All right, so we're going to run through these stats real quick. Then I'm going to put the link in the chat. All right. Okay, make sure you guys can see that. So, all right. So first off, quarterback play. Last night, Miami only played 2 quarterback. Of course, you know, D'Eriq King and N'Kosi Perry came in late in the 4th towards the end. Now, D'Eriq King went 15 for 23, 141 yards, a touchdown, 0 interception. Perry came in 2 for 3 for 14 yards. Now, rushing, Cameron Harris, 17 for 134, averaging at about 8 yards a carry, and 2 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. One of them was like a 60-yarder, and the other one was like a 5-yard up the middle. But that up the middle, man, dude ran through a lot of people to get in there. Double check. All right. Now, Jalen Knighton, number 4, 9 rushes, 59 yards. Donald Chaney, 8 rushes, 52 yards. Both of them averaging about 6.5 yards. That's what's up. Robert Burns, 4 rushes, 12 yards, averaging about 3 yards a carry. Now, Robert Burns is a name that a lot of us have, you know, put on the back burner for a while now because, you know, we haven't heard much from him over the summer, we haven't heard from him basically, but he's back up and everything. Now, Cam did go through an injury last night, but from what I'm hearing, he's okay. But, you know, in the near future, we should be seeing more snaps out of Robert Burns also. To top off that list, you got N'Kosi Perry, but it's 2 carries for -3 yards. But, you know, those are not like rushes. Those are sacks. He took a sack the last play of the game just to end the game. And that was a bad handoff. So, you know, it is what it is. But receiving wise, Brevin Jordan, 3 receptions, 51 yards, 17 average, and 1 touchdown. Mike Harley, 3 catches for 27, averaging 9 yards a catch. Then you have D. Wiggins, 3 for 25, averaging about 8 yards. Mark Pope, 1 catch for 15. Jeremiah Payton, 1 catch, 13. Cameron Harris had 4 catches out the backfield for 10 yards. And Robert Burns, 1 catch for 8 yards. And Marshall Faulk, 1 catch for 6 yards. So those are the guys that basically, you know, caught a reception yesterday. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different guys caught a pass yesterday. So that's good to see that, you know, the offense, you know, a lot of people will get some touches here and there. Now, defense, leading in tackles was Amari Carter. He had 4 tackles, 1 assist. Quincy Roche had 3 tackles and a sack. Brandon Jennings, 2 tackles and a couple assists. DJ Ivy, 2 tackles. I'm not even gonna count the assists. I'm just gonna, you know, count the tackles. Al Blades had 2 tackles. Gilbert Fearson, 2 tackles. But mainly on the defensive side, we only had 1 sack, which came from Quincy Roche. But or should I say Roche? A lot of people have been correcting me on that. I say Roche, but it's Roche. So Quincy Roche had the single sack yesterday, which I was looking to see, you know, Jalen Phillips to have a more productive game. But he, if you watch the game, he was in the backfield a lot. So he might have not had any sacks or any tackles like that, but he did have 2 assists and he did also cause a lot of disruption back there. Quarterback had to get the ball out faster so that he wouldn't, sack them and stuff like that. So he played his role, even though he didn't have a sack or a tackle. He still played a major role in all that. Mark Pope had for kick returns, he had 2 returns, 41 yards, averaging about 20 yards a return. Punt return, he had three returns, averaging about 3 returns for 20 yards, averaging about 7 yards a return. Now our kicker, Jose, 1 for 1, man, 25 yard, and then also you gotta look at him. He had 4 field goals attempt, basically extra points, and he hit everything. He's perfect on as of right now. He's perfect, completely perfect. Then our punter, he had 6 punts, 285, averaging about 47.5 yards every punt. All right, so let me check back in on the chat, see where we at. Let me put the link in the chat, CJ. Oh man, King of Battle said we like the kicker. Yeah, man, he was perfect yesterday. Ain't no reason not to like him. Yo, what's going on, Malik? Man, I said that man name all wrong. Michael, what's going on, boss? Let me see who else we got up here. Oh, what's going on Football Versus? How you doing, boss? Yeah, all right. I think I'm all caught up. Yeah. What's going on, Slim Shady? How you doing, boss? All right, here goes CJ. Yo, what's going on, CJ? CJ? CJ, you in here? CJ's in, but I don't hear nothing. Chris say he always giving them a chance to return all night. Yeah, I mean, Kicker was kicking it, man. He was kicking it. I ain't gonna lie. Feeling good as always. What's good? Say what's good, CJ. Jay Play in the building. What's going on, Jay Play? Jay Play say a lot of work to do. Yeah, man. Trust me, it's a lot, man. Rose No Blood. What's going on, man? What's going on, family? Now, CJ, I'm gonna put the link back in the chat. I don't know if you're having technical difficulties, but we couldn't hear you at all. You hear? CJ? Okay, I don't know what's going on, but we can't hear CJ at all.
Hello?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
All right.
Let's break it down, man, from last night. Let's start with D'Eriq King, man. What's your assessment for D'Eriq King?
Okay, first of all, I got to shout out Slim Shady Kane because he called it on the head with the scope and everything. I just got to shout him out. With D'Eriq King, he looks more like, how can I say it? He can throw, but his height is a factor. I would say he do more better as a wildcat kind of quarterback or a triple option for like Georgia Tech kind of thing so far. Seeing what I've seen, but far as him just being that spectacular quarterback, I don't know. It's the first game. Everybody gonna say it's the first game. Everybody rusty. Blah blah blah. COVID. Blah blah blah. Da da da. But all these kids are ready to play. That's all I gotta say. So my thing with King, I just feel like King might need to really think about going a wide receiver or something, just because of the fact is that just like the NFL scouts looking for him for a wide receiver, he can run. Boy is outstanding when it comes to running and getting scrambling, getting out of the pocket and making the yards. Very outstanding. Not lying about that at all. But as far as the throwing, a couple of them passes, well, a few of them passes was overthrown. I mean, true enough, he threw a little thread between things for Brevin Jordan. Um, the out route for Brevin Jordan. But if y'all paid attention, most of the time he had to kind of roll out the pocket. And when you have to roll out the pocket like that, thank God it was UAB and not no like Clemson or shit, even a Virginia Tech or something like that. His ass would have been ate up because he might not have the accessibility to sit there and actually have the opportunity to go out and roll out like he's doing for those passes because the screen passes damn sure wasn't working. Those slant passes can eventually get jumped if you keep on doing like Jerry Williams, those slant passes and all the little short passes. Those type of passes will always get jumped by a great defensive coordinator. At the end of the day, it only works just to get him warmed up, get a quarterback warmed up. But he can't keep running those kind of plays and keep running the ball as a quarterback. If you don't protect yourself, you will get injured. And you got to learn how to either slide or run out of bounds. Because at the end of the day, Perry will be getting that starting job if that boy don't know how to slide or run out of bounds or protect himself while running the ball. And we keep running the ball. They're gonna have to change because you already see Cam Harris don't got injured. You can only run the ball so much, man. I mean, you gotta mix it up. If you're gonna just keep running, gun hole running the ball like Georgia Tech, switch to a triple option and line our halfbacks roster up with nothing but damn running backs and get us down blocking wide receivers and stuff. Just go ahead and go to Georgia Tech triple option. Don't sit here and keep on running this quarterback that's supposed to be a quarterback and keep running him, and he'll get injured eventually because it's just obvious. And then you got these running backs, you running them to the damn dirt. I mean, come on, this is not Georgia Tech. This is Miami. We mix it up. We supposed to be. Don't get me wrong. I know it's first game. I'll say that again. Some kind of flair. Where's the deep mid-range passes for real? You know what I'm saying? Where are those at? We can't beat a freaking Virginia Tech, Virginia, hell, a Duke right now like that. Hell, in North Carolina, we can't beat no teams like that how we played last night. I understand it's the first game, people. I get that. COVID and all that whoop-de-whoop. But at the end of the day, it's still, you got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. And I still believe Perry, my guy, at the end of the day. I don't care what nobody else say. Perry, my guy.
What's going on, Zoe? How you doing, boss? Now, how you feeling about the deep ball throwing by Derek King?
I mean, he can get it there if he had the opportunity to roll out the pocket. Well, he can see it for real. Yeah, I mean, he can probably get it there if it's not really contested. But as far as being contested with somebody that's 6'4" or something like that, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", he's only like, it says 5'11", but I really believe he's like 5'9", 5'10", because he looks very short, very short. But hey, he got the arm strength. I can't deny the kid of that. But if he can't see it, he's gonna have to float it. And when he touch pass it, he's gonna have to be pretty damn near accurate.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're talking about with the running and the passing. Because yesterday we completed 17 passes between Derek King and N'Kosi Perry. Derek King had 15, Kosi had 2 completions. So, but when you look at the running backs, if you count Derek King back, you have 17 carries by Ken Harris. You got 9 by Jalen. You got 8 by Chaney. You got 4 by Burns and 2 by Perry. And then 12 by Derek King. So it was run heavy yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, because we talked on the phone, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If the running game was working, cool. But we're going to have to still learn how to air it out. I understand the wide receivers ain't really helping too much either. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'll be shocked too if we run the ball a million times and I get a ball passing me out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? I'll be kind of shocked myself, but I still try to make the play. But you know, Wiggins are hardly opponent, and you know they always had butterfingers since last season. So that doesn't surprise me of them dropping ball. That's why I said we should try Restrepo and Peyton.
Hold on. Zoe, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm laying in my bed right now, so I'm not about to be showing my face while I'm laying in my red light special.
Oh, man. You trying to hide them?
I ain't have to work today. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to hide them Florida Gator sheets?
Nah, I'm trying to hide somebody in the street.
Oh
man, what's going on though, Zoe?
Man, I can't call it. I'm about to call in here and disagree a little bit. We got to be. Listen, I am the biggest ass clown when it comes to like giving offensive coordinators time and stuff like that. Like I hated the Enos hire. I hated the Mark Richt hire. I'm not upset with what I saw from King in the offense last night. The only thing I'm upset with is not seeing both tight ends in the game at the same time. That is the only thing. I look at it like, okay, the playbook is smaller. They threw some slants. They threw some They threw some slants. They threw some mid range. They threw a couple deep balls that he missed. King hasn't played in like a year and a half. Right. He hasn't played in like a year and a half, so his timing is off. I'm a Kosi guy. I don't think nobody took more slack on social media than I did defending Kosi. King is better than Kosi. I'm just being honest, right? As of right now, I'm a Kosi guy. He's not in the Heisman watch for no reason at all. He hasn't been put there for no reason at all, and I don't think it's hype. I just think that I'm gonna blame the pandemic a little bit because they weren't able to be together as much. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like UAB and a lot of these other schools who they already have their offense from last year and the year before last. This offense was put together during a pandemic with a new offensive coordinator during a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, and like you said, Georgia Tech didn't win a national championship. He won a national championship as an offensive coordinator at Auburn with the style of offense that he brings to Miami. With the athletes that he have in Miami, it's just an up-tempo style of offense. We all want to run the football. We want to be a team. You cannot win national. You have to be in to run the football and spread it out. I think the only difference is you're seeing bigger gaps in the offensive line. You're seeing bigger gaps. You're also seeing they're getting rid of the ball faster. They're not holding on to the football. And the up tempo is throwing the defense off a little bit, but it's throwing the offense off a little bit too because this is their first game playing in this type of system. And you're playing against different defenders that you tend to learn the techniques of your teammates, unlike when you play in a different team. And UAB didn't they beat the hell out of FIU last year? I mean, so
let me see.
I think they beat FIU. If I'm not mistaken. I might not be sure.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, they did.
So I mean, and didn't we lose FIU last year?
Yeah, I think I was trying to forget that.
I mean, couldn't he move the ball? So I mean, you see a difference just in that. And like I say, the first game of the season, and believe me, that playbook. I'm the last one to say, you know, when people open and close the playbook. That playbook was not open last night. It was because he runs more screens that we didn't see. He runs a lot of quick. He runs a lot of slant. But remember last time we got into that slant routine, our coach just called slants, and then we got mad at
UAB.
And we had another coach called screen.
UAB they didn't play FIU.
They play FIU.
They haven't played them since 2014.
Okay, it was. I know it was somebody they had beat, but they're better than FIU. Okay, but the reason why I'm not upset, the reason why I enjoyed the game last night was I enjoyed the pace of the game. I enjoyed watching them hike the ball with 15 seconds left on the play clock. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, they're not gonna open up the playbook. The playbook was, and I truly believe that it'll be a better game this week. We got Louisville this week, right?
Yeah, Louisville.
Yeah.
We got Florida State, then Clemson.
Exactly. So week 1, that was basically our spring game if you really think about it. Like we didn't even have a spring game.
I mean, the score could have been a lot higher than it was because if you think about some of those deep balls that De'Aaron didn't hit, those are touchdowns. Now remember, especially the one in the end zone.
Remember when Malik Rozier was at quarterback? Like he was underthrowing them balls. At least we know he has the arm strength to get the ball downfield.
Well, we know we had Perry instead of Malik that season. We probably would did way better.
I don't think we would have did better. 786 made that same conclusion. If you think about it, like when Perry came in and Enos was forced to go to the spread, Perry did great. But the game after that, when he went back to that same old vanilla offense, Perry didn't do so great.
Now, with Reed Lee's offense also too, what I noticed was UAB, their defense was gashed. The defense,
they were tired.
Their defense was tired, man. They lacked depth too. It's not like a Clemson where their second string's probably just as good as they first.
Exactly. But if you also look at this here too, though, look at when Cozy first came in, that slant pass that he threw, that the slant he threw, it was on point. It was right there. Derrick King threw the same pass that was dropped because the receivers didn't create no separation. You see what I'm saying? So you have to have they threw some intermediate and short passes, but receivers have that's where I want to see Mallory and Brevin Jordan in the game at the same time.
Right.
My prediction was I know I did the 90-3 the other day, but my prediction was what was it? My original prediction was 37-3, and then I went 40-3. So that was my prediction. I wasn't disappointed at the defense. At least I think that if you look at a lot of these schools, man, I think sometimes as fans we judge every little thing like they're not players on the other side of the field.
Right.
Like on scholarship.
My prediction, mine was 45-13. When I said I was like, UAB, I don't think they get more than 13 or 14 points.
And you were there.
I knew the defense would have did their part, but I didn't know that we wouldn't have got more than 31 points last night. I thought we would have put up a lot more than that.
Actually,
I thought me going 45 was a little bit too low.
It's the first game of the season, though, like with a new offense. I think a lot of times we as fans know what we want, but don't know what it takes to get there. I'm just being honest, all of it, myself included. Like we see the talent that we have, but we don't know that. Like adults have had rough years going to work and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they have not had the opportunity to practice really at all. So if you can't practice, and 7 of the 14 points was given up because of my guy Pope. I don't even blame the defense for that. It was given a short field, 15-yard, 10-yard field. Quick turnaround, muff punt. You know what I'm saying? Under 20 yards, score a touchdown. That's 7 of the 14 right there. So if you look at that, like the defense played lights out. You're gonna give up plays, but defense played lights out. Under 200, who was it? Under 200 yards total offense, almost something like that.
Yeah, I think they had like 250. Hold on, we got somebody in the back. What's going on, D?
D, what's up,
y'all? What's up, Zoe?
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Everybody need to understand with our offense, we didn't even try to open it up. So all the high scores, we didn't try to show that much. You could tell we ran. I'm happy with the way we ran the ball. Last year, did we run the ball like that at all? Any game?
No.
Me personally, I was loving
That's
the running game. I love the fact that all those guys was getting touches, so we could see, you know, what we actually have, not just one or two guys and that's it. I love the
I
fact
think
that
that
they
was
was
a
letting everybody get an opportunity to, you know, showcase their skills.
We keep running like that, man. That was a good game. And then there probably wouldn't have been the only disappointing part I got, man, DJ Ivy got he don't know how to play the ball.
He got a neck brace. He wears a neck brace. It's an invisible neck brace. He can't turn his head.
Man, he be there on the coverage. He be there.
He can't
just
turn
never
his head.
turn his head.
He has an invisible neck brace. His neck doesn't turn. He has to turn his whole body or his neck won't turn.
Blaze, I love the way Blaze played. They ain't want to throw his way. But then again, why would you throw his way when you could just keep throwing at DJ Ivy?
Yeah, DJ Ivy, man, he got to get that awareness to turn around. That he got him where he could you know, stick with him, run with him or whatever, but he don't turn around. It's like he's not playing. He's not making no plays on the ball. He don't know where the ball is.
That's because he wears a neck brace. Y'all keep he has a neck brace. He can't. You see how he just turned his neck? See, look, DJ Ivy can't do that. He cannot turn his head. He's been going on.
Large or small? Small. Any sauces?
He can't turn his head around. Wow.
Yeah, Hurricane Andrew said we ran 5 plays.
I wouldn't doubt that. It was, but how fast were we last? Like offensive and defensive. Like you see how we didn't blitz last night, so we didn't get off a lot.
One more time.
Yeah, he said he played eyes and hands instead of the ball. Yeah, he half the time he never turned around and looked where the ball is at. Even when he saw that the receiver was making plays on the ball. So that's a little concern, man.
I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned. I'm talking with Ivy or with defense.
Like my only concern is DJ Ivy.
I want
that's what I'm saying too.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. Anybody got a concern about DJ Ivy? I'm with you.
Like, and then the guy, he be there, but are we teaching him to turn his head?
Yeah, the next game is Saturday on 3:30 against Louisville on ABC. Yeah,
because Louisville gonna go at him.
Man,
Ivy?
That's
what
they got to realize too. The game we played yesterday, that was not a Power 5 team. So the talent that he's going to go up against in receivers is not going to be the same as UAB receivers. So if you think DJ Ivy did that with them, imagine what Louisville receivers going to do to him.
Well, I mean,
and now
it's a couple of receivers in UAB that not the UAB. A lot of those schools aren't schools like they used to be. T2. We got a lot of those schools, like a lot of them schools put in NFL players. I'm talking about first round NFL players.
Yeah,
for real. Like a lot of those guys can't go to school because of grades. They can't get into those schools. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. So UAB relax the standards, but. I'm concerned about Ivy. I'm concerned about I don't know.
I'm hoping they have to Corey Couch shadow Tutu.
I don't know what's gonna happen with Ivy. I can tell you this here: if he get burnt once twice, they're gonna pull him.
We got
they didn't pull him none last year.
The problem. So what does that tell you about the other cornerbacks?
Sometimes I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes it look like Manny pay a little favoritism, man. And they don't say much about other cornerbacks.
I think what Manny's trying to do is he don't want to pull them, show them that you made a couple mistakes. We're not just gonna pull you and pull that confidence out of them. But if it keeps happening like that, I mean, you're gonna have no choice. Then you're gonna start getting beat for touchdowns.
Like I said, I'm trying to figure out who would you start over Ivy?
Right now, I think they should probably exactly. I think they should look at Couch, or even maybe start looking at Christian.
Thank you.
Maybe start looking at Christian Williams too. get him some reps, see what he can do.
Hey, I'm all for whatever y'all solutions are. I'm serious. I'm all for seeing something different because I don't need DJ Ivy Carson for anything. Like I said, I love Pope. I don't want him back there receiving one more punt right now at all. Period.
He got all the physical. I don't get it. He got all the physical tools. He just need to turn his head.
Come on, Ivy.
Yeah.
He got a neck break.
That's what I'm saying.
He got the size. He there on coverage. He be there. He didn't get burned. He was there. Like that touchdown, he was there. He just didn't turn his head.
Yeah.
That deep pass they threw on him, he was there. He just didn't look around.
Yeah, if he turned around, he could have swatted that ball down.
You know
He
who
could have
would
picked
kill,
that off.
you know what they would kill him. You know that back shoulder throw they gonna. Louisville is good at throwing that back shoulder fade. You know what I'm talking about? That back shoulder fade and they throw the ball and when the defensive back's not looking, they are great at doing that. And Clemson is too. And
We're gonna have to always play a safety over the top of them.
You not on that, but you can on that back shoulder fade on that route because it's thrown too far.
No, they gonna catch it, but you gotta bang them every time and make them be scared to catch it. You gonna have to hit them. But we can't have our safety hitting people. You see, they like to throw flags.
Yeah, that Amari Carter flag was unbelievable last night.
I'm glad they picked that flag up though.
Man, that whole target, that was not a target.
The wide receiver got called target.
If you watch it, you'll see that Amari Carter actually went lower than that dude.
That's why I said
the dude
Amari got hit in the top of the helmet. He got hit in the top of the back of his helmet.
Evidently, it should have been on the offensive side because he the one the guy he hit him.
Yeah,
like he went low as he possibly can.
Yeah.
They make it hard for defensive players these days, man. Like you going low as you can, and then if the receiver or the running back go lower than you and hit you in the head, which they teach you the lowest man win. But I mean, you got to look at that and say, okay, we can't throw flags on every damn thing.
How can you call that a target but Killer Cam, that knee shot is not a target? That's what I don't understand. How can you call that a target but you can hit somebody in the knee in their career?
And he said he okay, so I'm glad he okay.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, but how was that not a target? How was that not a target?
Hit him in the knee. And then you can end, and there's a lot of players like even in the NFL say, I'd rather you go high than go low because you hit me low, you can end my career like that.
Yep. I don't want to get hit in the head though. I don't want to get hit in the head.
I don't want it either.
You don't need concussions. You see that.
That's what I think happened to Antonio Brown, man. He ain't been right since he took that big hit. Go back and look at it. It was one game a couple of years ago. He took it. He was quiet. He took a hit in the head, and he ain't been right since.
Yeah.
I don't want that concussion.
Yeah, Aiden said DJ Ivy, or we got Atwell, who's faster.
Faster don't always mean better though.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at DJ Ivy, like they say, he got the perfect NFL size. He just need the awareness. He just need to turn around, play the ball, not just play the receiver.
Take that neck brace off.
They might move him to safety in the NFL.
Oh, they will if he can't.
They might move him.
But then tight ends will kill him.
In the NFL, they might move him to safety.
Tight ends will kill him because you got to be into your head them that fast at safety than you do at corner, especially with them seam routes. You can imagine him trying to.
Okay.
You can imagine him trying to. Huh?
He keep up. He just don't see the ball. He be right there on him.
So could you imagine 6'4", 6'5" tight ends running seam routes and them just throwing the ball down the seam and him never turning his head around?
I don't know. The coaches got to beat that in his head, man. They got to let him know, turn around. But you learn that at a young age, man. You got to look for the ball. You got to turn around.
Yeah, that pretty much was the only thing I took away from the defense, as a problem. I mean, everything else looked this smooth.
Sometimes we got to learn how to place on runs, but first game of the year, so.
Yeah. I mean, like when it comes down to it though, on the offensive side, when it comes to the passing, I love what De'Aaron King is doing, but he got to put them deep balls on point, man. He got to put them on point because them are 3 touchdowns.
he got to put a little more air on it under it and let him run under it. If you can't hit him like right there on the money, all you got to do is put a little more air on it. Position to run right under there.
Right, because you know them deep balls, them catches, them could have been touchdowns, and you know catches like that could put a whole team momentum straight down to the bottom. That could kill a whole team's momentum, especially going into some of those ACC games.
I know one thing. Derek King ain't taking too many sacks.
Yeah, that's another thing I was loving too. Like, you know, we didn't give up that many sacks or nothing like that. So
you know what?
Last season opener, when we gave up 10 sacks in the first opener, that was crazy.
But whose fault was it? Y'all playing offensive line, and I told everybody go do a count. I bet anybody go do a count. 8 of them 10 sacks. 8 of those 10 sacks were because they haven't.
I'm still worried about our offensive line and pass protection, man.
How?
It was times. It was times they got beat last night.
Bro, every team. That's why I say about Miami fans. Every team, every offensive line gets beat. But it's 120 schools in NCAA. Our line held longer than, I think, 85. Like, quarterbacks have to get rid of the ball. We had a freshman start. At tackle last year. We continue to blame the offensive line, and then when we have a great game, no offensive line gets no praise. Believe me when I tell you, the league average is 2.7 per pass play. 2.7. We was at 2.6. We were at 2.8 last year. So when they hold on to the ball forever, you're gonna get hit. Get rid of the freaking football. He was getting rid of the football or tucking and running in about 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds. He was gone. Just go look at it.
Yeah,
go look at it.
CJ says, King needs to protect himself instead of taking those hits, or Perry will be starting.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna protect himself. I believe, but my thing is you're allowed a certain amount of time. You can't just sit there and pat the football.
Now, I think what he means is when King make those runs, he got to get out of bounds or he got to slide.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But what I mean by taking the sacks is he's not about to sit back there for 3 seconds. Because you don't get that.
I get that. But when he do those runs, he takes some hard hits. As a quarterback, you keep taking those hard hits, you're not going to be playing too long.
And that's something.
So
all right, y'all. I'm gonna eat my lunch. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna listen. Let me step back to the back.
All right, boss.
I don't want to be eating Chick-fil-A all on camera.
Oh man.
I might go get me some Chick-fil-A now.
I ain't messing with that Chick-fil-A. I told the kids I'm gonna order them.
And don't be telling just because you didn't like it, don't mean everybody else don't like it. Chick-fil-A, that's God's chicken.
I like me some Jesus chicken, man. What you talking about?
That's the chicken of God, man.
That's God's chicken, man.
All right, fellas.
Yeah.
Slim Shady.
Somebody called me, man.
Yeah, Slim Shady say, stop it. Pass protection is doo-doo.
Slim Shady's doo-doo. He always got to be negative. Any comment I make, even when I give him respect yesterday, he come in with some negative shit today. You know, that's just how he is. Just a negative guy. What was doo-doo about bad protection? Like I said, I'm pulling up facts. He ain't pulling up facts. I'm pulling up facts. He ain't pulling up facts. So he doo-doo. Slim Shady doo-doo. Like that.
Rico say Amari, Jennings, and McLeod will get exposed. We should see Snead and Brooks more.
I agree. I ain't gonna say got exposed, but we should see Snead and Brooks way more. We should. But Amari didn't get exposed. Amari, I'm trying to figure out how McLeod got exposed. I don't think Amari got exposed. Did you see Amari get exposed?
Hold on, Slim wants to come in. I guess he finna chop it.
Hey, he come in, I'm getting out. I ain't staying there with the dude. I'm about to stay with the dude. You can come in, I'm about to sit there and argue
I
with this
just
guy.
put the link on him.
The same guy who said Trump said that the coronavirus wasn't it wasn't nothing wrong with it, and then got caught on tape saying all the other.
Yeah, man. Slim, what's up, Slim?
I need me some Jesus chicken now.
Man, stop it.
What?
Where your facts at? Ain't got no facts. You got an opinion.
I got facts. I told you I got facts. I put it out there on the pass protection. You can go look it up. I put it out there. I put it out there. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with you, Slim. It's too. You allowed it to. We. All right, Slim. All right, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, guy.
Hurricane Millie said we got a running quarterback and y'all getting scared. Let King do him. He didn't score 50 touchdowns for nothing. What's going on? Get down. How you doing, boss?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm about to get out and come back in.
All right, bro.
I'm about to get out and come back in.
All right. Yo, get
my
down.
phone rung and I can barely hear anything.
How you feel about last night,
got a little football hangover, man, but I'm happy about the 1-0. I've been a Cane fan since '83, so I've seen it all. The great teams, the bad teams, and up until where we at. But just on last night, I'm just displeased with Pope play, and I'm displeased with Ivy play. To be to put in the work that they supposed to be to put in, you got to show up better than that.
Right.
Of course, it's our first game. Everybody got their different expectations, and if Pope don't fumble, they got 7 points the whole game.
Right.
That's not bad.
And for me too, man, I was disappointed that they got a turnover and we didn't, because I was like, man, I want to see that goddamn new chain, man.
Absolutely. Hey, see, I'm like you. Hey, see, the chain ain't did nothing to me. I'm about that chain. But at the same time, so the offensive line, they want I see improvement. Everybody done forgot our best offensive lineman. He ain't playing this year, number 55, the big guy. So he ain't even playing. So those guys did a pretty good job. Now moving on in the conference play, I see how good Louisville look tomorrow, man. And we need to come in and I want to see them play more receivers. The kid out of Jacksonville needs to play number 12. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me and you talked about he should have played last year. I mean, he played some last night, but he needs to be playing. Matter of fact, he needed to be starting before Pope. Pope ain't got nothing going on, man. Or last night he didn't have nothing going on. So, and then Ivy, if Ivy turn around and pick that off, we shut them out. 31-0. They don't even score. So man, hey, love your show, bro. And really, man, don't but one game matter to me. Well, now two now. Clemson and Florida State. But we must beat Florida State. I want to beat the great juggernaut Clemson. So we got to get better.
12 is Jeremiah Payton.
Yeah, Jeremiah Payton. Hey, that kid needs to be starting over Pope. He needs to be starting over Pope, bro. So other than that, man, I'm gonna be hating on Florida State tomorrow as usual. I was going to the game, but they got a lot of coronavirus cases on Florida State campus. So we good over here. Hey, and I told you, bro, I live in Tallahassee, bro. I don't know if I told you that or not.
Yeah.
Leon County. I went to TCC.
How you feel about DJ Ivy last night, man?
For me?
Yeah, you get down.
I told you, man. He wear a neck brace.
No, I'm talking to get down. How you feel about Ivy?
Oh man, Ivy, man. Listen, Ivy way better than that. I don't know if he was nervous or I don't know. I mean, he played terrible. Hey, I'm gonna bring back the name to show you how bad he played. Hey, he played like Glenn Sharp.
Ooh.
Okay, all right. Listen, bro, you can't play that bad and be that good.
But he been playing like that. He been playing like that since he been at Miami. He can't turn his head into a neck brace. He wear a neck brace.
I think he just need that awareness. Like, hey, play the ball, not just the receiver. Play the ball too.
He wasn't
This my thing. Let me see the Williams kid. He look good. I like 24.
Christian Williams. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Let me see him. I mean, let me see somebody else. Because, I mean, that's unacceptable, man.
They've been saying Tutu Atwell, too.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. So, hey, that boy faster than light. So, you know.
But can he turn his head? That's my whole thing. What's his ball skill? And as of right now, has anybody separate? Because if your ball skills is worth DJ Ivey ball skills, but you faster, it doesn't make you better.
That's true. And if you giving up game day touchdown to that quarterback and that receiver last night inside the red zone, I need to see who behind him, bro.
You know what though? The only excuse I can pick for him is because was that the one with a fumble? Was that the one with Pope fumble?
Yeah, Pope fumble.
That was a quick turnaround. Them boys
was
on the bench. They done sat down. They done sat down drinking some damn Kool-Aid. They ain't drinking Gatorade. They ain't got Kool-Aid. They got a Kool-Aid with some damn food. As soon as he sat down, back on the field.
Man,
that's you.
How y'all feel about that?
It was good, man.
Everything good, baby.
How y'all feel about that comment? He said we gotta fire Rump. He ain't developing nobody.
You know what? I can't deny that.
Wow. You know what? I'm just a fan.
I love Mike Rump.
Hey, I'm a fan of Mike Rump from that 2001 team, but I'm gonna give him one more game. If them cornerbacks don't look like they know what they got going on, I bite folk confused, and we ain't covering nobody, striker or not, then because for number one, you can't lose no big time cornerback coming out of Dade County. My coach Rump can't lose none of them. You got to form the relationship. You got to give them the cane juice, and you got to make them like the Kool-Aid, bro, and get them kids there. Nobody should leave Dade County.
Maybe they feel like they can't develop in the road.
We got a $5 donation from Hurricane Millie. He said our DBs were playing 30 yards off the receivers. Why?
That's cover 3.
Hey, touchdown for the channel, boss.
Bet that up, touchdown, baby. We scoring touchdowns and we ain't even playing.
We needed some of these last night.
Well, you know, I know you wanted more, but I didn't get a chance to come on early in the week. I heard your score, 45-10. They shouldn't get 2 touchdowns. That's the mentality we gotta have. Because back in 2001, I was telling people, I was making bets. Y'all won't score 10 points the whole game on that 2001 defense. I was doing that in 2001, but we ain't quite there yet.
Yeah, we
one because we got Blake Baker. One because we got Blake Baker.
No, you ain't. No. Stop.
You like Blake?
You gonna kill me with that? Oh my.
No.
I'm not understanding. Right? I think we drunk too much of the Kool-Aid from all that blitzing that happened with Manny Diaz for our first 2 seasons. But if people don't realize, we don't have a front four like we had in 2001 or 2000.
We don't. Of course we don't. We don't.
Okay. Now, the last 3 to 4 games of Manny Diaz's last season coaching defense, we gave up 2 touchdowns the first 2 possessions of every last one of those games. We gave a touchdown the last 3 games of the season. Gave a touchdown to the other team. They drove the length of the field. Their first 2 possessions of the game. That's 14 points right there is what we did because we blitzed and we blitzed and we blitzed and we blitzed and we blitzed. We're not blitzing now. What Blake Baker is trying to do is trying to get pressure from the front 4 without blitzing. He has to learn when to time to blitz, but he's not blitzing because he cannot beat great teams by blitzing. It's just no way because they're going to pick you the freak apart. So he's trying to get pressure from the front 4. This is why we saw hamburger leading Shaq last year, you know what I'm saying, chasing wide receiver, chasing tight ends around because he had to actually cover now. Our linebackers, we're seeing our linebackers not look as good because they cover. Remember all that blitzing they were doing in year one? Now they're having to cover and they're not looking as good. That's why we want these young linebackers in there that can cover, because you have to be able to cover now. So I have no issue with Blake Baker. I mean, we were 13th rated defense last year, and we lost everything up front, and we lost Quan and Red.
Hey, bro. Hey, Joe. You know I respect everything you say, but let me just let you know how he got on my radar. Blake Baker got on my radar that it was too big for him. Fourth and everything on our first ACC game in North Carolina, and they got a first down.
I got you.
Manning wasn't calling it then. That's how Blake got on my radar. He got on my radar. Hold on. One more point. He got on my radar. He was playing a generational game, patching over Russo. Russo had to come from second, third string just to show what he had, and he had it every day. He had it every day in practice. You got to be able, as a coordinator, you got even though I know he had just got there, but you got to know your personnel. You got to put your best 11 on the field, whether you like them, dislike them, or not. Your best 11 got to be on that field on the defense side of the ball. And Blake didn't do that last year. He stumbled upon Russo. Russo wasn't no transfer that was sitting out the first 3 or 4 games when he was third string, second string. Well, no, he was third string. So, I mean, that's how he got on my radar. I give him a little more time, but I'm just being real. You know, I hadn't got over fourth and everything against North Carolina, man. That was real pivotal, dog.
Was it him or was it Manny? Because, like they say right now, why certain players ain't playing on defense is it because of Manny? Because that was said earlier. T2 Wilder mentioned that earlier. So was it he wasn't playing because of Blake Baker, or was he not playing because of Manny? That's something we don't know. And on the 4th and 17, there was a player there, right? There was a player in position. And they blitzed. And there was a player in position that
we live on YouTube.
You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong? There was a player in position that missed the play. I
lost my volume.
You lost his volume? Oh, you took a phone call. That's
I'm going to try to leave and come back. Somebody tried to call me and messed up my volume.
Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. Hey, T2Y, was there a player in position on that play?
Which play you talking about?
The 4th and 17.
4th and 17.
There was a player in position. They did not make the play.
Which game are you talking about, though?
The North Carolina game.
The one from last season?
Yeah.
I don't even remember the play y'all even talking about right now.
Do you remember the play?
No, I can't remember nothing from North Carolina.
I'm asking Slim. Does he remember?
I remember the play. I don't remember if there was. I'd have to go back and look at the game. It's still on my DVR.
Yeah, there was a player in position that got beat. Actually, both of them.
Stacy said it was Bandy.
See? Yep, Trajan Bandy was there. So you can't say that there wasn't a player. You can't blame the coach because there was a player in position. There was a player there. Just missed the play. So that's not a bad coaching decision. Wasn't it bad?
Jay Lotto say we need to stop with the rotating crap every 2 plays.
But we used to do that all the time back in the day when we were winning. To keep people fresh on defense.
Yeah, but what Jay, you got to realize, we running a fast-paced offense, so the defense is going to be on the field all the time. So swapping out all that time is going to actually, keep our players from being fatigued. Because if you keep a set of them in there too long,
I know me and Slim argue a lot, but Slim knows a lot about football. And any football team, if I'm not wrong, just like you just said, rotate a lot. Am I wrong, Slim, about that? Great football teams have depth.
So hold on, Aiden, what you talking about, bro? If I was Greg Russo, I would transfer. Why are you transferring when he's already going into the draft? So they don't need to transfer.
He must have he lost him. Let's finish his comment. What'd you say, Slim?
That's why I said me and T2I were talking the other night. They were talking about Clemson having 4 new starters on the offensive line, and I said in this day and age, teams like Clemson, Ohio State, Alabama, they got so much talent and depth that the word starter don't really mean as much as it used to.
Oh, thank you. Say that again. Please repeat that. That's they play. Here,
perfect example. We saw it last night with the running back. Did the word starter really mean a whole lot? Everybody got in there.
Plus, he played a lot last year.
Yeah.
So when you got offensive linemen, you say I got 4 new offensive starting linemen. Yeah, but those offensive linemen played a lot last year, so they're just starting now. But
and
they
I
were.
I halfway agree with you about the offensive line. They got better. Their run blocking is a whole lot better. They still got some work to do.
I don't think they're perfect. I think that getting rid of the football, not holding on to the football, and actually not having to think too much is the best thing for offensive linemen. You can't hold on to the ball too long, and them guys can't sit in the stands in stands for 20 seconds waiting on the ball to get hyped.
Like I said, I'll agree with you to a certain point, but you also have to let your receivers get downfield, especially if you're trying to take a downfield shot. These guys are running 4.3, 4.4 40s, so it's going to take them 4 seconds to get 40 yards down the field.
But if you, I don't know the offensive lineman in the country that gets 4 seconds.
Well, and I'm not talking about giving them 4 seconds, but a lot of the plays that weren't design run, Derek King was getting flushed out of the pocket because of pressure and getting away from it.
I think he was rolling a lot because he can't see over the offensive line.
I don't disagree with that either.
He rolled a lot. Same thing with Tate Martell.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I can tell you one thing I like that I saw last night.
Now, I'm gonna say
Go ahead, Slim.
Go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
Oh no, I cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Oh well, I was gonna get on to something you said. As of right now, I'm gonna rename DJ Ivy. I know everybody in this chat seen the movie Fight. Can't get right. That's who DJ Ivy is from now on. Can't get right.
Can't get right.
Man.
Can't get right. That's last year, North Carolina.
And number 2.
17, and here's the play of the game. Miami's going to line up in an odd man front. They're essentially going to have a head-up nose tackle playing the zero technique, trying to create some confusion. One of the things you'll notice is this safety walks up late versus this 3-by-1 set. North Carolina is not fooled. They actually get the protection right, and it's going to lead to enough time. Here you go. Watch the safety walk up at the bottom of the screen. Not confused whatsoever. It's like maybe their offensive line coach had an idea how Miami was going to send this. They go ahead and block it perfectly, sandwiching that defender. That blitz doesn't get home, and now we just have a coverage breakdown. You got to know where this line is. You have 2 defenders essentially bracketing. The wide receiver stems you and then goes ahead and takes it out, and that is too easy for a 4th and 17 down completion, and that's what you call an anatomy of a bad play. And let's just focus right here. Is this guy? Yeah, he doesn't look too happy.
Wow.
2 guys with it. 2 guys were there.
I was having a good Friday, man. Thanks.
I'm glad he told you that. So it was 2 guys were there, not 1, 2.
Hey, guys, but
you can't blame Blake for that, man. You can't blame Blake for that.
I mean, with all due respect, he called it. Man, one calling plays then. And
I'm saying you get caught. It wasn't a bad play call though. It was bad. It was bad. Just technique and they did it wrong. That's like what Slim say. Like the offensive lineman don't block. if you miss a block, you miss a block. Do you blame the offensive play caller? You call the guy who missed a block?
Right. Well, you know what, Zoe? I mean, what we gonna do? Cause I'm real concerned now about Louisville. Man, we ain't gonna even, you know, that's water under the bridge. Last night I don't have anything bad to say about Blake. That's why I went to the player, because Blake went on the field. See, coaches coach and players play. So, but moving forward, man, if Ivy gonna be our starting cornerback, he gotta play better than that, man. I don't want to put the Glenn Sharp title on him. I want him to play. Listen.
Yeah, I don't want to blame Blake for that, because if you look at I get what you're saying, but if you look at Al Blades turn around, so he's definitely being taught to turn around. Because if that's the case, then Al Blades wouldn't be turning around either.
Y'all talking about can't get right?
There you go. And my whole thing is you can't always. Why do you think Manny hired Blake? Because he's an understudy, and Blake is not going to go. If Blake say, "I want to start this guy," but Manny want to start this guy, who you think he's going to start?
Right. Well, I mean, listen.
It's not going to be no infight in there.
Right.
But that goes back to criticism on Mike Rump. Obviously, Mike Rump teaching Al Blades to turn his head.
Got a point. Got a point.
So, hey, my thing is, I'm gonna look at the depth chart and I'm gonna see who playing behind Ivy. I want to see that kid play. You know, I ain't saying bet. Forget about it, because he's a great athlete. He come from a great bloodline, and I was hoping he was gonna be the next. I was hoping this kid be the next A6. And you know who nicknamed A6? Antrio Roll. That's who he remind me of. That's who he looked like. So I was hoping that he would play like A6, because A6 made plays everywhere.
I mean, Michael Jordan's sons came from a great bloodline.
Well, I know. Well, come on, man. All I'm trying to do now is shift to something positive about the kid. I ain't trying to bury him, because that kid can come play lights out. He can come play lights out against Florida State. He can come play lights out against Florida State, and I'll buy him a turnover chain. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, you better not buy him a turnover chain. You better not buy him nothing. You better not.
So you heard what I said.
That's how bad. To say that, because Can't Get Right did play lights out against Florida State last year.
Oh, I know. Hey, I was at Doak. Hey, listen. I live in Tallahassee. I was at Doak Campbell in the Champions Club with my chain on. I know he did. So that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm just being a little critical of him last night, because I didn't want those guys to get a touchdown. I really didn't.
Well, speaking of touchdown, old Mark Pope, that hammer they went out with.
Pope.
I want Mark Pope to drop that damn hammer on his toe every time he thinks about fumbling a damn kickoff return and messing up my score prediction.
I want Mark Pope on second string and off of special teams.
Oh my God, he killed me last.
I would drop that hammer on.
I want every man. I want it right now.
You out of control. Too much. That's too much, man. Y'all out of control. I'm saying that, you know. Like, man. He knows he has all the talent. Look at who that big fat bitch.
Right. Hey, y'all gonna make me go watch this movie tonight.
Nobody claiming Mark Pope today.
Wow, nobody. Hey, listen.
Let's go in my book.
Today and pump both this.
That did put Mark Pope
Hey guys, you know what? I'm glad this chat going like this, and we want to know we didn't lose our opener like we did the last 2 years, and we got a quarterback. We got a quarterback that looked like, man, we got a real quarterback.
My baby boss.
Yeah, my baby. That Mark Pope.
That baby boss.
Mark Pope trying to find out who his bloodline is.
I can see that baby belongs to me. All different. That little rascal belongs to me. Right, say, boss?
I'm that baby's daddy. I need to pop boss. I'm the part that they're young boss.
Go, man.
I'm Pepe.
Ain't no way. Hey, man.
Oh my God. Oh, y'all stupid, man. Miami Hurricane fans are the most. We the most ignorant fans on earth.
We are. Hey, you know what? We are, bro. Hey, you know what I want to do, man? Hey, when all this corona over, man, we got to attend one game together, bro. All of us get together, bro. I want that picture on my wall. I got some great pictures. I got pictures with Ray Lewis.
In Atlanta next year for the Alabama game.
Let's do that. Great idea. Let's do that, man.
I did one in Orlando. Slim came to the one in Orlando. Slim, that thing was jumping, wasn't it, Slim?
Yeah, but we lost that game. That might have been some bad juju.
Yeah.
Hey, man, let's do that in Atlanta, baby.
We had Slim brought the wife and the kids, wife and daughter out. Mark Rogers was there. I mean, we had 786. We had
myself.
Bro, we had how many people?
Yeah, I'm coming by myself too.
How many people was in that now? Was in Duffy's, man?
Now that place was packed.
It was packed. Hey, Zoe, I saw your video. It was packed. Hey, you know what? I wanted the kid number 7 to play. To see what the dude was saying in the chat. I wanted him to return some kicks, bro.
You talking about
Restrepo?
Yeah, I wanted to see him get some play time.
I wanted Reddick on the field. But hey, it's early, man. We got a good problem right now. I'm gonna say that. Cause one thing about it, I think all of us agree with Slim, Zoe, you, and me. We 1-0, baby. And Louisville got next.
This could have been a whole different conversation, right?
This could have been 3 years in a row. We lost our opener. We got Al Golden and all that? We got a good problem.
You gotta look at it too. We could have been in here talking about how we lost to FIU, LA Tech, and now UAB.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been that bad. Damn, why you brought up all that shit?
Hey, he's showing you how good we got it, though.
I'm telling you, every single fan base would have been riding on us right now. They would
have only one fan base would have been riding on us.
Hey, look at it like this, though. Look at it like this. Yeah, we lost to FIU and La Tech last year, but Nick Saban's lost non-Power 5 teams too when he was at Alabama when he first got there. Look what he turned it into.
People don't remember all that, though, Slim. People don't remember that because we Miami. They like to kill us.
Oh yeah.
They ain't gonna rub that in on Alabama because Alabama's been winning championship recently.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna try to pull it on us though.
When Alabama lost to Utah in the Sugar Bowl, that got rubbed in a lot.
Yeah. I tell you what,
it's great to be a Miami Hurricane right now, man. Like,
it is great. It's great right now. And I'm gonna tell you what'll make it greater, Zoe. I'm gonna tell you what'll make it greater. Tomorrow at 3:30. Tomorrow at 3:30, if Georgia Tech take Florida State in Doak Campbell, it's a great weekend.
I think what'll make it greater.
They gonna lie, man. We need Florida State to win that game, man. We kind of need it. So when you look at the end of the season, let's say we run the tables, they're gonna look at all the games we play, and then they're gonna start disrespecting.
But we playing Georgia Tech and Florida State.
You beat a sorry Florida State team. You beat this team, that team, and they weren't really worth nothing. You know what I mean?
Hey, T2.
Georgia Tech on our roster too. So we can win. Georgia Tech on our schedule too.
Hey, I know get down. Just know they lose that game tomorrow, boy. I ain't gonna let them have it.
Hey, listen, watch this. Hey, now that was a great point you brought up, T2, about we need them to win and all of that. But let me tell you what, all we need to do is we beat the juggernaut, super souped up charge Clemson Tigers that's greater than any PlayStation team. If we beat them, we ain't got to argue with nobody, bro, because nobody giving us a chance but the 4 people that's in this chat, probably. But the real Hurricane fans.
Actually, let me hold on. I'm a real Hurricane. I'm a real Hurricane.
You are.
If I'm betting $50, I'm a bet with my Canes. If I'm betting my house on it, I ain't taking that bet.
Hey, get no blood off the screen, man.
I'm not.
I just want the fans to see him in here, so they know he is.
Okay.
It's in between being a real Hurricane fan and being a damn dummy. I ain't betting my house on it. You can lie and bet my house that we beating Clemson.
Hey, Zoe, I got kids and daughters too, but I ain't gonna bet the house. But I'm just saying, I'm not afraid of the juggernaut with a real offensive coordinator and this team that we got.
I'm not. I'm just not gonna bet on it.
I know you are. I ain't gonna bet on it. I want that win so bad. Oh, I want that one. I want that one from the 5-8-0.
In the Mark Richt kick.
Oh, man.
That was point to say that we ain't played nobody. What did that do for Alabama in 2016 when they played Clemson? They said Clemson ain't played nobody.
Yep.
Yeah.
What did that do to Alabama in 2018 when they said Clemson ain't played nobody?
Yep. You know what excuse they use? Clemson was healthier because they ain't play nobody. It's amazing. When Alabama has one, we can schedule every single year.
You see what we're dealing with, though. You see what we're dealing with, Get Down?
Yeah, I see, bro. I see.
Hey, now you do know we played Georgia Tech too, right, T2Y?
Oh, of course.
So if they Florida State, that's not hurting us at all. Cause we gotta play them too.
But you gotta look where Georgia Tech is coming from. They coming off 3-9 season.
Nobody.
Unfortunately, we was one of them three. But
where Florida State coming from? Where Florida State coming from?
Well, Florida State got more hype than they do. They got more rankings than they do.
Where they ranked at? Where Florida State ranked at? Where Georgia Tech
ranked in the top 25, but they damn near close, just as close as we are.
I don't know.
So if they beat Georgia Tech, we benefit more from beating them after they beat Georgia Tech than Georgia Tech beating them.
I'm just saying it's gonna be hard for me to root for Florida State tomorrow. So I'm just
hey bro.
No, trust me, I ain't rooting for them. I ain't rooting for them, but I would rather them win than Georgia Tech.
I could never root for bro. Listen, bro. There's nothing in me that can make me. My wife couldn't make me root for Florida State, bro.
That's why the Florida State game, I can't watch it. I'm gonna watch it after it's done. I'm gonna watch it after it's done when the score is set and everything, so I can see what we're working against. But at the same time, I ain't gonna watch it because I want them to lose, and I know the static behind it that if they do lose, it ain't gonna be a great game between us and them. So I can't watch it while it's on, but when it's over, I'll go back and see what we up against.
All right. So we got Louisville next, man. I'm locked in.
Yeah, man. I think we're gonna beat Louisville, but it's gonna be a dogfight.
Oh, and a conference road game? Absolutely. Yeah.
I can go and tell you.
I would have been more confident. I would have been more confident going into that game if we would have blew UAB out the waters last night. I would have been a little bit more confident. But
not me.
Not me neither. I mean that could go both ways. Here's the thing. Go ahead, Zoe.
I'm saying, why would blowing UAB out the water make you more confident? Because, like I said, that was. I
would have seen more of the weapons that we have on offense, performing a little bit better than they did.
Listen, bro, it's a new offense. You know what? We could be overconfident with UAB out the water because they think they know the playbook when they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, they did not get an opportunity at all to learn that playbook. So bring it slowly but steady, man. We got to be patient. Like, for real, we got a new offensive coordinator. I think most people like the new offense. Some people might
hate FSU. I do too.
But I mean, you say Rome wasn't built in a day, man.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not going to be juggernauts today.
Or
even next week.
You know what? That's a great point. You know what, man? And then we just, you know what I'm saying? We ready to be spoiled again, like 2001. Yeah. But guess what? Yeah, baby. Hold on.
And T2Y was 3. He was 3 when we won the national championship. You know what I'm saying? He was 3 or 4 when we won the national championship. How old was you when we won T2Y?
In 2001. I was born in 88.
12, 13, somewhere now? 14?
Yeah, somewhere around them, but maybe 11.
Yeah, so, I mean, you were youngin'. You know, we were all real grown. Like I was 26. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, for me, it was like I still can remember. I went to the game. I was in Pasadena with my grandfather. That's the last game with my grandfather. He passed away. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, I can remember, and a lot of people can't. You know what I'm saying? That far. And that's what Georgia fans get mad at. I can still remember my championship. You know what I'm saying? And Georgia fans, most Georgia fans, that's a lot of the day, you know, don't remember a championship. They remember SEC title, but they don't remember no real. Come on now. But when it comes to Miami, I don't want us to be like we were a few years back when I kept telling everybody that when we started out 9-0, and I'm on YouTube every week telling people we're not right now is lucky. It's lucky.
Oh, trust me.
It's lucky.
Yeah, we got a couple of wins. It came down in them fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's build. I want to see progression every single week.
Yeah, that's it. And you know what, Zoe, with that being said, that's what it's all about, man. You want to get better. You want to get better and better each week. And hey man, I gotta go get this fish and grits right for my kids. But listen, man, I'm excited.
Man, that sounds good, man.
Hey,
you getting catfish or you getting tilapia?
And we got both catfish and tilapia cheese, big boy cheese grits. Nobody cheese grits better than mine, man. And man,
you gonna
listen,
send me a plate?
Hey, I will. The next time, Zoe, we play in Tallahassee and y'all come, y'all eating at my place, man. As a matter of fact, I have my restaurant going by then. They don't call me get down for nothing.
Hey, Slim, he act like I asked him for the next time. I said, "Are you gonna send me a plate? I'm about to send you my address." Freeze that shit.
I heard. Hey, Zoe, by the time I get to Carolina, the grits gonna be cold. The grits gonna be cold.
We got a $2 donation. Got a $2 donation from Ray. You say Clemson will play North Carolina, Miami, or Notre Dame for the ACC. So thank you for that, boss. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, another touchdown.
We needed another one of those last.
Hey, we just scored more touchdowns than Florida State gonna score tomorrow on this call, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. At the same time, if Georgia Tech beat them, boy, I'm gonna clown the brakes off on.
Hey, how does Notre Dame play for an ACC championship when they're not in the ACC? How does that happen?
If all I know is if Notre Dame come in here and win an ACC championship, I'm gonna be pissed like a mother.
Hey, bro, they not. No,
I'm gonna blame you. And I'm gonna blame you, T2Y, because you was the one advocating for them to come to ACC this year. So
I wanted to play them. I didn't say them join. I wanted to play them, but I didn't say join.
Hey, they're not winning.
If you're gonna come in the ACC, at least join so we could beat you every year.
They're not gonna win the ACC.
Nah, see, you were advocating for them.
They don't.
You said
they're not.
For 1 year.
We don't need them in here 1 year because if something happened where they do win it, we ain't never gonna hear the end of it.
Hold on. So do they play anybody in the ACC?
They play everybody but us. They play
North Carolina.
They play Clemson. They play everybody but us.
But they're not gonna win the ACC.
Clemson gonna.
I'm gonna pull their schedule right now.
Yeah, pull it up before I go get the. Pull it up before I get the grease hot.
Now, Zoe, I got to call you out on lie. Zoe, I got to call you out on lie. You sat here and told. You said 2017. You was warning everybody that they was winning lucky. It's on YouTube right now. Go back to his post game show after Notre Dame.
Watch every video. I was happy with the Notre Dame game. Stop missing me with that. Nonsense. I was happy with that win. Every video Look at the end of the video, and I flat out said that we are winning rugby. Go look at it. Don't go to the Notre Dame game because I was happy with beating them pedophiles.
He was talking gang shit at
All right, so
Thank you, Lil. Thank you, Lil.
so for Notre Dame schedule for 2020, they got then they got non-conference game in South Florida.
Okay.
Wake Forest, Florida State, Louisville.
Wake Forest could beat them.
Louisville, Pittsburgh, Georgia Tech, Clemson, Boston College, North Carolina, Syracuse.
Notre Dame will have 4 losses. Remember, Get Down said that. 4 losses.
They could beat Duke. They could beat South Florida.
Wake Forest.
They definitely could beat Florida State. Louisville probably a tough game.
Pittsburgh.
It'll be a tough game. They'll beat Georgia Tech. Clemson.
What are we going to
Boston College, they'll beat Boston College. North Carolina will be a good game. They'll beat Syracuse.
Hey, they got 3 losses, man. Remember I said it.
Yeah, potential losses.
Hey, man. Hey, fellas, it's all about the you, bro. Hey, man, enjoyed it, man. I'll see y'all soon, bro.
All right, get down, man. Thank you for coming through, boss.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure being here. I wouldn't rather be nowhere else. It's all about the you. Go Canes, baby. Throw it up, baby.
All right.
So you got to lower your blood pressure a little bit. You getting your blood pressure up all for nothing.
One video, you're not going to go to one video that I was happy with, but go watch every video. I flat out said it. I was happy. I was happy. Oh my God. Bro, I hate, when I say hate Notre Dame, I hate the marching pedophiles of Notre Dame. I can't stand them. Okay. So that was to me one of the biggest wins. And then the way we did it, I don't care whether or not you were a Mark Richt fan or not, you were happy with that performance. That was the greatest. That was the only
plug off. I'll take the ACC championship, man.
Huh?
Now plug off. Ask me would I rather beat Clemson in the regular season in a close regular season game, or lose big in the championship, or lose in the regular season and win the championship in a close game. I'll take the close game in the championship. If they blow us out,
I want a championship
in the regular season, and we make it to the championship to play them again and beat them in a close game, I'll take that. That just show you, after we played them, we improved.
Clemson going to be tough. It just is what it is, man. Clemson's going to be tough.
I'm telling you one thing, though. That's one game I'm not taking no bets on. I am not betting.
That's why I said ain't no way in hell you about to give away no money. Man, the last 2 times we played them, I think the final score was like 90 something to 80 something, 87 to 3 or 90. You think I'm about to sit here and take a bet just because we have a new coach? No, we have to beat them. I am not. Listen, giving away money. People they're recent champions. We ask people to respect our history when we don't respect some team's presence. Like for real. Like that don't make no sense to me. Like Clemson, the only presence I don't respect is Georgia. Like, I don't respect their presence. I don't care. I don't respect their presence because they fan. Not all they fan, but a lot of their fans are unruly and never seen them win a championship. Most of their fans. My oldest daughter was at least born when the Hurricanes won. She's 18.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we're not going to do that. But no, I'm not. I want to be realistic. I'm gonna do a Slim Shady thing. Like that's why I did that. I'm gonna take baby steps this year, game by game, progression by progression, and see what happens. Instead of jumping off the bridge.
That's what I've been telling them lately. Like this season is different, predictions and everything. You can't make it like you normally do. You got to go week by week. Anything can happen. Not just injuries nowadays. You got COVID-19.
Like I said, they didn't have a chance to practice this off season. And people have to realize that. Like, they have a chance to practice. It's just take a game. We got a new coach. Take a game. Let's see what happens. Even with Ivy, let's see if he gets better next week. If he gets torched on the first game or two, on the first play or two, that they throw at him, get him out of the game. You know what I'm saying? But let's just be a little bit patient, man. And we the offense has to show something, because that's been our Achilles heel for the past 3-4 years is our offense. So they have to show something. Since Martin Offreal left, our Achilles heel has been offense. That's crazy.
Let me see, Louisville. I think Louisville played this weekend too. So
they play Western Kentucky.
Oh, okay. So we'll see what we up against. I mean,
hey Tito, I got. If you're not working, I got a suggestion for you. Every team that we play on the schedule this year, let's do a watch party for those teams to look at how those teams look.
That's not a bad idea, as long as they're not playing with Miami playing.
Exactly. Like tomorrow night, we can do a what first half on my channel and second half on your channel. The Florida State game.
So Louisville played this weekend, so.
And so does Florida State, right?
Yeah. Florida State got a bye week after Georgia Tech this weekend.
What time Louisville play? What time Florida State?
I'm going to look them up right now.
We can do 2 watch parties, brother. You know what I'm saying? And watch those games and see how those teams look. That way people can know what we're facing.
Louisville play at 8 o'clock. They play at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Let me check Florida State. Florida State played tomorrow at 3:30. You hear me, Zoe?
At 3:30, game will be over by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so we would have to be live the whole day from 3:30. Oh, where you go? Hold on, let me put the link back in there. Yeah, if we do the live, then we would have to do it from 3:30 all the way till I guess probably around 12:30.
Probably.
That'll be a long time. My girl would not be having that. She would not be having that.
No, that Louisville game, to me, it's all going to rest on the defense. They're going to move the ball. They're going to score some points. We saw that last year.
Yeah, Louisville. I think what people need to look at too is Louisville is not UAB. Louisville got twice the amount of talent that a UAB would have. So don't expect the same thing that we were playing against UAB to be played against Louisville. It's a whole different.
There's a definite possibility that UAB's defense is better than Louisville's. Louisville's defense was Swiss cheese.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, last season we lit up Louisville, but it's not the same team.
I understand it's not the same team. I'm going to assume they got a little better on defense. And I'm working, and based off what I saw last night, I mean, De'Aaron King I've seen he can run the ball better than Jaron Williams. I haven't seen that he can throw it better yet.
Oh no, we got a $5 donation. I think it's a Turin. T2Y, great show. I had a laugh for today. Zoe Slim want to join the chat. I'm gonna call you back. Thank you for the $5 donation, boss. That's a touchdown for the channel. Go Canes. Yes, sir. Go Canes. I love that display picture, man. Kobe Bryant, that's my favorite player of all time. Kobe Bryant was the reason why I picked the Lakers to be my team. And it ain't because of his basketball skills and then it was just because of the afro. When I was a kid, my mom wouldn't let me grow my hair, so seeing Kobe with the afro was kind of like a rebellious move. So, and then watching them play, dude was phenomenal. So, man, you know, R.I.P. to Kobe, man.
He was good, but he wasn't no Kareem.
Man, when Kobe died, bro, I cried, bro. I cried. My mom's like, "You didn't even know him." I was like, I knew him. Trust me, I knew him."
That was messed up.
Yeah.
I mean, it lets you know you can go at any time for any reason.
Yeah, I mean, the whole helicopter ride too. That was a routine thing for him. So, you know, seeing that happen, it would have never came to his mind that it would happen.
Well, learn a lesson from it. Keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah, Hurricane Andrew say we're not the same team either. I'm guessing he's talking about the Louisville team from last season. Yeah, me and we right now we're making improvements, but as you can see with last night games, there's still a lot to be worked on, especially in that cornerback position. But hey, we are working the progress. We are working progress right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit beating up on Can't Get Right for right now. Now, his little buddy Mark Boat, I hope he gets up on the couch today and bump both of his shins on the coffee table.
Man, I mean, when you look at it, I don't think it's a muff punt because if you look at the play, he caught it and took off running with it. So it was just a plain out fumble.
Well, I'm not even gonna necessarily say it's a fumble. I think dude, he turned around when dude went to tackle him, and his arms went around right where the ball was. So dude knocked it out.
Yeah, as soon as he went to tackle him, he just poked the ball out.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you know, to UAB, hey, he bounced on that ball pretty quick. There weren't nothing we could do about it.
Should have it. Roll on to the next one.
Plug, I'll say McLeod seems slow and indecisive. I mean, our defensive backs are, you know, our linebackers. It's tough to judge off that first game, but some of them, you know, look like they don't have that awareness of where the ball is at all times. So that's something they got to work on.
It's kind of like Zoe said too, though. They're instead of putting their ears back and go after the ball, go after the quarterback, go after the runner, they're having them plug gaps and drop back into coverage instead. So they're trying to teach them. They're trying to have them do something that they haven't been doing, and probably doesn't feel the most natural to them to do.
Let me see. They might flag me for doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna bring up last night's condensed highlights.
Oh yeah, they'll shut you down for that.
I ain't gonna play the whole thing. Well, they'll flag me for it, but they won't. All they'll do is try to take the revenue thing. Well, they'll. What am I doing? Here we go. They actually got the whole game on here already too. So if anybody didn't see the game last night, you can go on YouTube, type in Miami versus UAB, and you can watch the whole game on there, all 2 hours and 14 minutes of it. I'm pretty sure they just, you know, cut out all the commercials and stuff like that. But the ACC Digital Network, they put out a 24-minute video. I'm not going to click on that one, but that's one definitely going to get hit.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise, no matter where you are.
All right, here we go. Let me share this, bring it up. Like I said, here we go with the flagger. with the flag. I'm not gonna make it full screen. If I make it full screen, they definitely flagging. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, Polk County? What's going on with you, boss? Hey, Hood Motivation Studio said UAB would have definitely beat Florida State. Yeah, that's tough, man. All right, here we go with the
So they already have that win under their belt.
Yeah, see, they're already playing now. Actually, the
we'll take it out to the 25. Kicks it, convert again. So already converted 1 third down.
The buffering might actually save me from getting flagged.
Off to the left side goes Spencer Brown, one side receivers for the Hurricanes. Take the throw. He's going to work this one, and that one.
Hold on, let me let it load up a little bit because that buffering killing me right now. It's killing me right now.
Yeah, and I'm not passing judgment on King yet. I want to see, because I thought the same thing Alonzo did. He hadn't played a game in a year.
Let me ask you that, Slim. Do you believe they were playing like they wasn't playing 100% yesterday?
Well, I mean, I can guarantee you they wasn't, but I don't think it's for the reason that he was alluding to, trying to hide something from Florida State or Clemson. I think it's just with the condensed off season. I'd almost be willing to bet they haven't learned the whole playbook yet.
Because I got that feeling that they weren't playing 100% yesterday. Because if you listen to the press conference from what's it called? What's the dude name? Dude on the defensive tackle. I forgot his name, man. Nesta. If you listen to Nesta, he said that that wasn't last season or now that ain't even his best game. So that kind of made me feel like he didn't play 100% because he said that in the press conference that he did last night.
Well, I mean, you can tell just from their play selection, they intended to go in there and run the ball a lot. That was their intention.
Second down and 5, and a big hole opens up on the carry.
Yeah, see, we can't be letting them run the ball like that.
Again. Going right over the middle and complete, caught by Watkins.
Not tackling for them.
So on 4th and 7, the Blazers force the punt.
Yo, what is going on with this buffering stuff, man? That's the fumble right there.
Loose and the Blazers are going to recover. Straight.
Yo, what's up with all this buffering, bro?
They're trying to get away. The football is loose, and the Blazers on 4th and 7.
Why you gotta make me watch that again?
I'm trying to see why it's acting the way it's do. Okay, slow. I'm gonna slow this down.
7, the Blazers force the punt.
So we're gonna see what really happened. See, he already caught the ball. He already took off. So it's definitely not a muff. Yeah. He's already running everything. Do helmet, poke the ball out.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, that's it. They just sent me a notice.
That was quick.
Yeah, they sent me a notice. Yeah, man, but that to me, other than that, I think UAB only had 7 points.
Yeah, that's all they had. And, I mean, it was like I said, I really had no worries about the defense, really.
Yeah,
because they're not starting a new system. It's just, next chapter or same verse, next chapter.
Yeah, like I said yesterday, we barely got to see anything really. We didn't see half of the offense. We didn't see what the playbook, half of the playbook looked like. So it'll be interesting to see what we do against Louisville. Because I doubt they want to put out all the playbook for Florida State and Louisville to have it to study right away.
Me personally, I don't think that's it at all. I think it because
I kind of feel where you're going with it too. Because if you watch SMU games, then you could get a full feel of the whole playbook. But it's tough, man. I don't know.
I mean, it's hard to learn a whole new offense and be able to execute it well with a normal off season. Game one, much less the off season we've had.
And the lack of off season, it's tough. Now it would have been interesting to see what it would have been like playing Michigan State the first game with that offense. Then we could have really measured it up against a Power 5 team, but then again, Michigan State wasn't all that great either. They probably the equivalent of UAB at the moment.
No, Michigan State was the equivalent of us. They had a terrible offense. They had a legit top 10 defense.
Lenore said, T2I, I finally get it. Just looking at the game, Miami didn't really open up this game. Yeah, if you look at the plays that was called, I don't think he called more than about 5 to 6 different plays. He didn't really open up the playbook much. We didn't run no trick plays or nothing.
What do you think Tate did to get suspended for that game?
Huh?
So what do you think your boy Tatum did to get suspended for that game?
Wait, Tate was suspended?
That's what Manny said.
Oh wow, I didn't know. I didn't know he was suspended.
Yep, all he said was violation of team rules, but Tate was suspended for that game.
Probably try to sneak his girl into one of them practices or something, man. I don't know. Probably got something to do with his girl.
Better keep her away from coach. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I've been good, Pat. How you been, boss? Yeah, but this is my first time actually hearing that he was suspended, because I didn't get to watch Manny's post conference yet. I was gonna watch it a little bit later, but I did watch Cam Harris and all of them speak, because I definitely wanted to know if Cam Harris was injured or what's the deal with him with the knee.
Well, I had looked it up after it happened that somebody had put on Twitter that he had jogged off the field under his own power, so I knew he was all right.
Yeah. Let me search this Tate Martell stuff. See if they got anything.
That somebody specifically asked Manny during his post-game press conference, and that's when he said it.
I'm looking at 247 Sports right now. See what they say about it, because they got the story on here. They say Tate Martell not available for Miami against UAB. Tate Martell won't. I'll share it. Let me share it so everybody know where I'm getting it from. Yeah, this is coming from 247 Sports inside the U. The title, Tate Martell not available for Miami against UAB. Tate won't be playing for Miami against UAB on Thursday evening. Even if the Miami Hurricane. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Even if the Hurricanes emptied the bench late, UM announced half an hour before kickoff that Martell is unavailable for season opener for unspecific reasons. So they didn't tell nobody why.
No, that's all Manny said was violation of team rules. That's all they ever say.
So I don't even want to read the rest of that.
Yeah, they don't never tell anybody what it actually was. They just say violation of team rules.
Yeah, probably was out late or something. Violate curfew or something. had his girlfriend in the dorm, something. Who knows? That's tough, man. Tate
So
Martell.
you gonna make the move to wide receiver or try sticking with quarterback?
I heard they gave up on him at wide receiver.
Oh, really? See, last season he said he was making a move back because he wanted to make the move back to quarterback.
Hey, Jamaican Kane said, "Can we please just ask Tate to leave?" I think with Tate, I don't think Tate is even there for the football anymore. I think he's just trying to get him a great degree at the University of Miami. That's what I think it is now.
I mean, I ain't got no hate for Tate. I mean, he is what he is. That's why I said put him in there as the as the placeholder for the gigs.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Tazland said probably had Bubba Baxter girlfriend in his dorm. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Dang. Dang. You know the story behind that, though.
I've heard the rumors, but like for everything I've heard, that's all they are.
I'm just gonna say this. I heard a specific number 5 had some Bubba Baxter girlfriend kind of thing going on. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I've heard it. Now I'm gonna say this: if it's true that is kind of messed up, you're gonna do that to somebody on your own team. That is kind of janky.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough.
But I mean, then again, too, there are plenty of females in this world never tell somebody that they got a boyfriend.
Exactly. Nah, it's a difference if he knows, and then if he don't know, then it is what it is.
Right. If you knew, that's kind of janky.
I'm gonna tell a story. I remember this one chick that my brother was talking to, and I never knew he was talking to until he came home and saw her on the couch. And she didn't even know we was brothers. Let's just say that. You should have seen the confusion on her face. Like, wait, y'all know each other? Wait, y'all what? Oh, picked up her stuff and left.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Oh man, say Boba probably wasn't hitting that any better than he was kicking. He said he wasn't hitting it just like he was kicking, bro. That's tough. Like I said, it's a tough situation. If he did knew that was his girl and he still do it or whatever, I don't know. It's hard to trust somebody like that, in the locker room wise or whatever. But at the end of the day, man.
You know what? That might have been why Bubba was kicking so bad last year. Because the quarterback banging his girlfriend and the fan base sending him death threats. Hell, y'all, no wonder he ain't making kick.
That's tough.
That makes that I'll soften up a little bit knowing all that.
Man, Bubba going through it, man. Bubba probably was depressed the whole time, and then he got to go out there and make kicks. Oh. His mind probably was never in that stadium.
Might not have been. I mean, then again, too, it was only rumors. I mean, you can take rumors these days with a grain of salt.
He said Kelsey was getting them pointing, no PATs. Oh my God!
Right. Oh, y'all ain't right.
Oh my God, man, that's crazy. I pray to God, man. I pray to God wherever Bubba's at, he's doing good. He's been through a lot.
Yep, I had high hopes for him. He was hitting like 75% the year before. I was like, shit, you can't ask for no better than that.
What you expecting from King this not this weekend, but next weekend up against Louisville? What you expecting to see from him?
I want to see him shake off the rest of that rust and be able to hit those deep passes.
Yeah, I want to see him put some more of those passes on target too.
Yeah.
Because
Like I said, I'm willing to give him a pass because of the off season, because he hasn't played a game in basically a year. I'm willing to give him a pass on that first game.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a pass. So I think he got a lot of development to do. Plus, he is rusty. He did set out like the whole season last season.
Yeah. He played in the first 4 games, and that was it. And we're basically in what would have been week 3 if this was a normal season.
I tell you one thing though, I'm glad that him being rusty was against a UAB and not like a ACC team.
Yeah.
We probably wouldn't have been as happy as we was last night if that's the case. Could you imagine his first game out the water be against Clemson? I think that probably would have crippled our fan base confidence.
Well, that would have crippled the team's confidence too.
Yeah.
And you know that also kind of goes back to one of the question marks I had about D'Eriq King coming in. Because D'Eriq King in that season in 2018, he only threw for 2,900 yards. I mean, that's Jake Fromm at Georgia numbers.
Yeah, Kane gang say after that win, people still complaining. It's not necessarily complaining. It's more of a we had higher expectations. I'm glad we won. If we would have won by 1 point, I still would have been happy. But it was just so much expectations going into that game.
Well, actually, they really hit the nail on the head for what I expected.
Hood Motivation says Avery Huff needs to start. Yeah, I mean, you can say Avery Huff, you can say Sam Brooks. I mean, right now, it's tough, man. But what I do like that they doing is they are rotating a lot of those players in. So sooner or later, you will see who actually, should be starting. Who should be in there, at pivotal moments, at those make or break moments.
Well, and here's the thing. Jawan Jennings played a hell of a game, but they're not having the linebackers shoot up and try and get tackles in the backfield. They're trying to get the defensive linemen to do that, and the linebackers are sticking the gaps or dropping back into coverage. So we shouldn't be looking for them to do like, Shaq and Pink were doing in 2017, getting all those tackles for loss, because that's not what they're having them do anymore.
Oh, he said, Kane Gang said no, go to Facebook. They calling for Manny Head already. Come on, man.
I told you.
They got this fan base is crazy sometimes. I was on Facebook last night, just on the fan page or whatever, and I'm seeing a lot of people calling DJ Ivy trash and all that stuff. And I'm like, bro, a lot of these people don't realize that these kids, their parents, their families, they're in those groups. They see all that stuff. You got future recruits seeing all this stuff. So they probably in their mind like, dang, I go out and I have one mistake in the whole fan base is gonna turn on me. They gotta stop it, man.
And see, that's why, like, even on here, I make a point of saying I've seen DJ Ivy do it. So I know he can.
Yeah, like I said, it's a different level of disrespect when you call a kid trash or all that kind of stuff. It's not like they saying he's having a horrible game or having a bad game. Maybe they should put somebody else in. No, they just writing on there. DJ Ivy is trash. That's all I seen for about 5-6 comments when I was scrolling down. I was like, yo, the dude had one bad play. As soon as that touchdown happened, when you looked at the chat, DJ Ivy trash, DJ Ivy trash. I'm like, God, dog it.
As if Deion Sanders, the greatest cornerback probably to ever play the game, he gave up touchdowns too.
They got to understand it's all in the game. you're not gonna win every battle.
I mean, for all that Dion knows, there are things Dion doesn't know. Dion doesn't know what it's like to beat the University of Miami. He ain't never done it.
All right. That's what a lot of people got to realize, man. At the end of the day, these are kids. These are normal human beings. They play football for our favorite team, but at the same time, when they see and hear all this, oh, you're trash, this and that, they got feelings. They got feelings. Imagine you go to work. Well, you go to work and your boss tell you, bro, you was trash. You was pure trash. I don't know why I'm fired. I don't know why I ain't fired you yet. I should fire you, man. You dumpster trash. You Florida State dumpster juice trash. A lot of people don't understand that the energy that you put out. Imagine if it was coming your way.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that Rico, he was beaten a couple times, but you don't go on there calling them trash. What if his family members and all of them sees it? You got to understand, I mean, a lot of those people on Facebook and YouTube is a different place. But most of those people on Facebook that's calling them trash, they got their pictures up, they got everything. So if their family were to see him at a game or something like that, that could be an issue.
They get ugly real quick.
Yeah, they'll get ugly super fast. Then you'll have.
That's why I stay off of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. YouTube's the only thing I get on.
I've been on here for a good 2 hours now, man. I think I'm gonna shut it down. Spend some time with the family. Get ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat one more time. If anybody want to come in and give their thoughts on what happened yesterday, you can. But other than that, I'm gonna shut it down soon. So the link is in the chat, y'all.
All right, well, I'm gonna get off here and let somebody else get on. Yeah, here.
All right, Slim, take it easy, man.
I have my case, don't worry. The other ones are saying that they can't. All right, why I have to sign another one? Huh? Why I have to sign another?
Yeah, like I said, man, if anybody wants to hit the link, it's in the chat. Come on in, give your thoughts on the game, how you feel, the pros and the cons from yesterday's game. Let me know. If not, we're going to shut it down.
Okay, Eliani, Mileni, and Tatiana. Go.
Say thank God for Bubba Bolden. Yeah, Bubba had a good game.
I don't want you in my room.
Yeah, the defense did pretty good, man. All right, y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through. My kids are getting loud, as you can hear. So I'm about to shut it down, man. Y'all have a good night. Watch you some football tomorrow, especially Louisville, the Florida State game, because them are our next two opponents. And I'll catch y'all on Sunday, because Sunday night I'll be doing a show with Turnt Tally. We're moving it from Friday to Sunday for football season. So that way, the games will be played on Saturday, and me and him will chop it up Sunday night. So when we beat them on Saturday, I get to rub it in on Sunday. Hopefully it ain't the other way around, but, I think we're going to handle Florida State. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for coming through, man. Hit that like button if you didn't. Y'all have a good night. I'm out.